Welcome back, guys, to another video. This is a really important one to watch and listen. Pay very close attention to what you're about to see. Okay, due to the debacle and fallout of the Evolve leak through numerous social media sites regarding the patent applied for and filed and now approved for the apparent invention of the electric skateboard by Evolve. We need to really sit down now and have a look at the history, and more importantly, go over the real forefathers, founders, the great trailblazers and heroes of this industry sport that have been overlooked. And I think with Evolve, I think it's misleading and it needs to be addressed. Let's have a look at this stuff now. Okay, moving right along, I've got a list here comprising of the summary of some of the poignant moments and the times when the innovation really broke through. So let's go through them. Electric skateboards and some skateboard stuff as well. 1961, the first time we saw anything motorised, electric, whatever you want to think. Mike Nesmith, the actor from the Monkees, the guy that had the bass player with a hat, was filmed on a TV show, the Monkees intro, riding a stand-up gas-powered skateboard. I've got footage of that, the whole video, and it was also around the parking lot. We've got all that. That was 10 years before anything. Gas-powered stand-up skateboard, 1961. 1971, Frank Nasworthy, legend, came in and invented the polyurethane skateboard wheel, originally for rollerblades, but then they adopted it because they didn't want it to the skateboards, and the rest is history. The same year, 1971, Frank Nasworthy formed Cadillac Wheels in California and became a very rich man. 1973, Road Rider Urethane's Wheels was formed. It took 2 years for the competition to catch him, and they didn't quite do as well, so they branched off the same year into skateboard bearings and became the first company to invent precision bearings for skateboards in California. 1973, the same year, Stoker Urethane Wheels was formed in California, and they also pushed the envelope for better urethane, better mixtures, and better softer rides. Now, 75 comes the motorboard, the first board that had a petrol-powered motorised skateboard available to buy with a cable, remote, and a big zip kick-ass carry bag, invented by Jim Rodgrogan, and he did an amazing job. 29 kilos, it was a beast, noisy, loud and smoky, but he was making it possible. Now look at 1991, here we have it. Adam Riley, a 15-year-old young Australian Queenslander, invented the first designed electric skateboard, correct, electric skateboard. Electric motor, chain-powered drivetrain, and a wide remote, and for a school project. Now this was documented, everything's evidenced, he did it, 1991. That's the year my daughter was born, 30 years ago. 1995, Alfred Williams, inventor, designed the first double kingpin truck skateboard, the DKP, US patent lodged and approved in 2012. Took a while to get there, but he got it. US patent number US 91145003B2 in California, still current. That is the double kingpin truck, done. 95. 97, Adam Riley came back as a 21-year-old, and wow, he formed Epic Skateboards on the Gold Coast. It's the first time any skateboard was available to buy, word of mouth, custom builds by Adam. And that was the first available skateboard in the world as we know it. Now, 1997, the same year, apparently Louis Fickle was supposed to invent the first electric skateboard in Wikipedia, which I don't really trust Wikipedia that much. So that's the call there, but obviously it's completely wrong because the evidence, the history, all the stuff is all there to prove otherwise, and it's just a joke. Let's move along to the next phase, which we're moving into pretty much. Okay, so we're looking at 2005 now. A 21-year-old Dan Quinn designed and was the very first person to readily make available a retail electric skateboard with a gun-shaped wireless remote controller and a big lead-acid battery, about 12 kilos. He called it the Fick Monster board. He was living out in off the coast of out in the back in the country a bit from the Gold Coast, so he was riding it there, and that was the first way of getting into that kind of bigger board. 2 years later, in 2007, Fick Skateboards was formed by Dan Quinn and his brother Matthew Quinn. Produced the big off-road electric skateboards, the Street Surfer and the Big Daddy, written by pro surfers Mick Fanning, Joel Parkinson and Mark Occhilupo, which are all individual world champions. So this is all documented and all proven. These guys from, obviously the Quinn brothers, Matthew and Dan, and obviously and Adam, were just instrumental in building these electric skateboards early. 2008, we had the Gullwing Sidewinder 2 double kingpin truck D DKP, designed and sold in California. A bit of issues there with the copyrights and obviously the patents, but they got through all that. 2008, Jeff Anning saw an electric skateboard for the first time being ridden, thought it'd be a great idea and good for snowboarders, started working on his own electric skateboard on the Gold Coast. 2010, the first ABEC 11 urethane wheels were designed in California, and that changed the whole direction of the new urethanes. Incredible advancement there using the thane. 2011, the Goldwing Sidewinder 2 US patent delivered in California on that, and they started structurally selling those Goldwings to Sector 9 boards, which I rode in 1996. Incredible skateboard truck, and it was the original and the best. Obviously, Evolve copied that, and so did a lot of the Chinese market as well. 2012, we had the famous TED Talk with the booster boards. That was Sanjay Destor, Matthew Tran, and John Ullman. They were raising money for their Kickstarter for the obviously the booster board to come. 2012, Epic Skateboards went retail and started selling on the Gold Coast. In 2012, Boosted went formally live, and the booster board was on obviously pre-order, and that was the Boosted start to their success. 2012, Evolve Skateboards, formed by Jeff Anning on the Gold Coast, and went retail with the Evolve Bamboo 1 skateboard on the Gold Coast. So there you go. That's basically, it brings up to bottom there me, and that's in 2015, Andrew Penman's first YouTube channel started. He was the first person in the world to YouTube review an electric skateboard from China. No one else has done it before. I was paid out and said, what are you doing? They're toys, you waste your time, get a booster, get an Evolve. But I stuck with it. But in the end, I deleted that channel, deleted those reviews, and lost interest because of that. Came back in 2016, and my current channel started with the Cool Wheels and the Owner X2, and the rest is history. I've been going from Reels and Lycon boards and Team G, Ekwheel, obviously Transite boards. I'm looking at so many boards I've been checking, reviewing, and it really has been a wonderful direction for me to push these Chinese boards to make the big players bring their prices down. That was the whole idea of my channel, and really enjoyed that. And that's where I am at this point in time. Legislation legalized. Well, we've seen California in 2014. Christian Olson introduced a bill in California which would give permission for electric skateboards to be able to be used on travel and bike lanes, but kept away from sidewalks and roadways or footpaths in Australia. So we hopefully will get legalization on these things, and we're pushing for that. That's a little overview. I really want people to understand who are the people instrumental in this. Look, Evolve will come out with this patent. It's very misleading. It's also concerning. I'll go through the whole patent tomorrow night and look at it and the ramifications, the concerns I have. But look, guys, till next time, I want you to be safe out there. Happy skating, safe skating, and we'll see you in the next video coming up. And I'll be doing my documentary on the history of electric skateboarding next few months. It's in pre-production now. That'll be an hour-and-a-half movie. I look forward to showing that to you, and you'll get the full an idea what's going on. Have a great day. We'll talk to you in the next video. Andrew Penman signing off.